doing this, big boy?
We're doing this.
Okay.
I don't have a name for you.
Other big boy? Bigger boy?
I was gonna say small boy, but you're not a small boy.
I'm a small boy.
You know what? You're bigger boy.
Yeah, I'm a bigger
I can
boy.
say that. You're bigger boy.
Yeah, I'm quite a fat ass.
Yeah,
you know
you
these things.
fat fucking lard.
We're at the beach today. Because life fucking sucks, because Adam, myself, is a dumbass, and I forget things, and, you know, I just don't want to even talk about it right now. Talk to me later, okay?
Yeah, we can talk about that shit later. Right now, we're taking relaxing day.
We're relaxing.
We got towels, laying them down in the hot, nice sand.
Yep. We got the truck as like a little like awning for shade right behind us.
If you look at the sand, it's a little pink.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty, very pretty.
Pretty good today. Hello everybody, welcome back to In the Truck with AC. I'm
C.
Adam and Corey respectively. This is episode 17, I believe, of the podcast. And how the hell are you doing, Corey? Because I don't want to talk about how I'm doing.
I'm honestly, right at the moment, I'm a little disappointed, a little upset.
I know, I'm disappointed in me too.
It's okay. We didn't necessarily need it today, so we can live without it.
Yeah, we had a free night because tomorrow we're gonna be doing some off the couch stuff. Because Camera B, we finally found him. He got lost for a while in the woods, but we did.
What was he doing in the woods?
Dude, I don't know. He said, "Yo, bro, I'm gonna these fucking flies, bro. I'm gonna kill this fly." Fuck off! Jesus Christ, we got a fly fucking around here. I mean, it's
a fly to beach, so it's honestly not that bad.
Yeah, no, but I mean, shit, man, it's a sunny day out. I don't want to deal with flies.
We're already stressed out. We don't need a single fly fucking with us.
But no, tomorrow we're gonna do off the couch, and today, you know, we had a free night because yesterday we actually put up the other half of our drywall wall and more insulation for a drywall wall for our studio in insulation, so it's actually allegedly warmer in here. We still need a door.
We're gonna try to be comfortable in here and actually fucking be warm while playing some on the couch and actually play some video games and chill.
We just wanted to have a good night, play some on the couch, just to hang out, just to pass time. Yeah. And my motherfucking dumbass forgot our goddamn audio interface because
you're a silly boy.
Because I'm a silly fucking boy. Forgot it in my room.
Silly bigger boy.
Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks having to like travel with all this stuff because I know that I'm always gonna forget something.
Yeah.
And I know that I always feel so prepared. I went through so many checklists in my head. I'm like, no, I have this, 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 I have this. And then either on the drive here, the 3-hour drive to get to our studio, I realized I forget something, which I did forget a different thing, but it wasn't the biggest deal.
What was that one?
The Switch.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. But then I don't even realize that I forgot the most important thing to record on the couch and our typical podcast with our typical mic. So that's why this podcast doesn't sound as good as some of the other ones, which I'm so sorry about because we're not using our pod mics. We're using our lavaliers. But it's okay. We're at the beach.
Guess what? We're at a beach. I'm in some swimming trunks.
Yep.
I got a little burn. I'm feeling kind of good.
Yep.
I got a lavalier attached to my chest hair.
Yep, we're just gonna sit here and chest hair. Mine's attached to my nipple.
Oh well, I mean, I was thinking about doing it to nipple just for like the.
I mean, I like nipple clamps though. I've already had experience with them.
I haven't had too much experience with nipple clamps. I've always wanted to dive into them a little bit.
They're pretty uncomfortable at first, but you get
used to them.
Yeah, you get acquainted with them.
I've always thought about getting my nipples pierced.
You know,
I've heard that it's the worst piercing to get at the moment, but in the long run, man, it feels
when I lived in
great.
Florida, my roommate he got his nipples pierced.
Was it hot?
I mean, yeah, kind of. Yeah, It was pretty hot. It's pretty scrumptious. Yeah, he used to walk around with ice cubes on his nips because they were raw.
Yep.
Yeah.
That does not. That's the part that I don't necessarily want to do.
No, and the crusties.
Yep.
We got like crusty because it was healing, and I got crusty because like you pierce it, then you have to put the bar in, but then you have to make sure that that's clean all the time because you can't.
It can literally rust.
And you can't take the bars out while it heals because then.
Then you don't have a piercing anymore.
Yeah, so you gotta make sure it heals before you can take the bars out to change them or whatever.
That's a big seagull.
Yeah, it is. Fuck you, seagull. Oh shit, it's a flock of them.
Oh fuck.
Should we run away? Oh no, they went away. Okay, we're good.
I think they.
Yeah. Not this fucking fly though. Piece of shit.
No, seagulls migrated. Why don't you?
Asshole.
Oh, I have a whole fucking package to deal with you.
Yeah,
Oh my
you do.
God. So.
Is that why we came to the beach?
Yeah.
Is that why you made me take my electric ripstick here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why.
Well, let me know. You told me you were gonna wait to tell me, and I would like to know now. So please start at the very beginning, because I'm mad at myself. So let's hear some things that went wrong in your life for once. Because I'm going just swimmingly.
I had my truck fixed. My truck was fixed. You know it was fixed.
Episode 13 of In the Truck, the boys get the truck running.
Exactly. It's there. There's proof that it was running. So about 3 days after you had left, after that, I had decided I'm gonna go hang out with a friend of mine, and I went to go pick them up.
Was that the first time you drove the truck since the 3 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I used the Fusion to go and pick them up, and then I went back home, and then we hung out for a bit, and then I had to go pick up my coworker from work because he had some work situation that we needed to take care of because he doesn't drive, so I had to go and pick him up, whole deal. And so I was gonna take the car. The car ended up getting stuck in the driveway, and so I just couldn't do anything. I tried pushing it out, couldn't get it unstuck. Just said, "Fuck it, I'll take my truck. My truck will be able to get through it. I know it'll be able to handle it."
Yep.
So, got my truck, got out of the driveway, started leaving, and I started heading towards Belunk, and I go into the highway department. And, well, I don't go in the highway department right away. I start noticing that my headlights are as dim as can be. I was able to see at first, but as time goes by...
Was it dark?
Yeah, it was dark out.
He was at work?
Yeah, it was a blizzard out. It was shit.
Was it just like nighttime, or was it just blizzardy?
It was nighttime and blizzarding.
You're still at work at night?
I wasn't at work, Jesse was.
Wow. Oh, I guess plowing, huh?
Yeah, he had to plow.
Yeah,
if he wasn't there to plow, everybody wouldn't have been able to get to fucking work.
That's fair.
But, so I get about halfway, and I notice that my headlights are starting to dim out on me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And the next thing I notice is that my, I can't think of the windshield wipers, they aren't moving. They won't move. Even though, like, I know they work.
Right.
They just won't fucking, they're like, they'll, like, try really hard and just not get up there.
Yeah, they probably started slowing down and stuff, too.
And so, as I'm going into town, and then my truck dies on me. And I'm like, fuck,
How far
what
did
do
you
I
get?
do? I got to the highway department.
Where's the highway department?
Right on the intersection that you would take to go to the school. Right before that intersection.
Oh, where the cops always sit?
Yep.
Oh, you got all the way over there?
Yeah, I got all the way right there. And I was honestly kind of hoping that a cop was there because I know my battery was just dead. It was just not holding a charge. So I was like, okay, hopefully a cop can just fucking charge me up and I can go.
Well, okay.
That's what I was hoping for because I was hoping that maybe they'd just be nice. And
well, I'll let you continue, but if unless it was a loose cable, it sounds like your alternator wasn't working.
I think it's my alternator. But so I decided to call my dad. He drives out. He's kind of he's a little pissed off because he was actually plowing that night too. So I call him. He's like, what? You called 3 times. What do you need? I'm stuck at the highway department. My fucking truck died on me. Fuck. Okay, I'll be there in 15 minutes. Immediately heads over there. Me and Allie are just sitting in... Yeah, we're sitting in the truck and we're just chilling. Just listening to music, spending the time.
Yeah.
And Dad finally shows up. He charges the truck. And then
and
tells me, I'll follow you.
to fire back up and stuff?
Yep, fired back up.
That's good.
We started on the way back, and then we got to Belunk.
Okay.
And as soon as we got past that, my truck decided to die again. And I pulled over to the side of the road. My dad didn't really have a good place to park so that he could charge my truck.
Was it on the hill still?
No,
Did
it
you
was
get
after the hill.
Okay.
It was after the hill.
That's good.
But so he... oh, wait, it might not have been... Sorry. Belunk.
Okay.
And so he turns the truck around and goes straight, basically looking in on head traffic. So very fucking illegal.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. No cop's gonna care.
yeah, you gotta just be really quick about it. And so the other thing, the power was out as well. The power was out everywhere in that county. So we just
Jeez.
everything was shit.
Yeah.
And so as we're sitting out there trying to get the truck to start, some dudes were getting drunk in an RV just outside a house near it. And so they saw us and they were like, "Oh, hey, stuff. Let's go check."
Yeah.
And so they walked outside and watched.
The Midwestern way.
Yep, and fucking annoying assholes.
Did they help at least? Or
No,
they
they
just...
didn't. They just
Oh, okay.
sat there and watched. And
Assholes.
It
No,
fucking
If you're gonna do that,
Oh.
come help.
Right.
You know?
If you're gonna come over here, don't be standing there fucking drunk as shit. I
Right.
want some fucking help. That just
Right.
that pissed me off.
Right. Yeah.
Besides the point.
Anyways.
They walk up. They start talking to me a bit. I'm kind of trying to dismiss them. They can't really tell. I think
You're
they're
like,
too drunk to be able to
get
tell.
the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Yep.
And then as we're sitting there waiting for my truck to charge up and for it to start, and that was the other thing. It wasn't starting up for some reason. It just was not turning over. We just sat there for like 20 minutes letting it charge, and it just was not turning over.
Was
Finally.
any lights coming on eventually?
Nothing. Nothing was coming on. Finally, a cop pulls up. We fucking see the cherries and berries, and it pulls up, and
You're not in trouble at that point. You know, like, okay, help. Yeah.
right. But it's also a very scary situation of
Yeah.
there's other family stuff that is just like fuck.
Right. Well, and your truck still isn't insured, right?
Yeah. So they pull up, and I'm like, fuck. I had my plate sitting right in front and right on my dash. So the cop came up, and I just grabbed my license plate and my registration and my license. I just said like, hey, I literally just registered my truck the other day. Here's my plates and everything. Here's everything. He's like,
Oh,
okay.
You don't have the plates put on?
I didn't put the plates on. No,
my
that was
God,
just
Corey.
me being stupid.
Jesus Christ.
But
10mm wrench.
yeah, no, it was stupid of me. I should have done it right then and there.
Yeah.
But he comes over and he wipes off the plate and then comes to the window and then I give him the plates and he's just like, why didn't you? You know what?
That's what I said.
Yeah, no, literally.
Why didn't you put them on?
He had about to say, why didn't you? And then he stopped himself. He's like, you know what? You seem a little stressed out.
Yeah.
Let me just go get your.
You don't say. Yeah.
Let me get this shit figured out and then I'll just let you be on your way.
Yeah. Okay.
Very stressful at the moment, though.
Oh, I
It was
believe it.
very, very stressful.
I
I
believe it.
thought everything was going to go bad. Finally.
Typically in a snowstorm, cops are a lot more lenient.
True.
Like when I picked up La Honda, my first car. Yeah, we got caught at 3:30 in the morning. Pulling La Honda, not on a trailer, with no lights, no nothing,
Just
no
pulling
no.
it on a rope?
It was a car dolly.
Okay.
So it was kind of a trailer, but there was no trailer lights.
Yeah.
La Honda didn't have a battery, so there was no lights on her. With an unregistered truck, in the middle of the night, in the middle of a negative 60-degree
Yeah.
snowstorm, and the person that I was with was kind of sketchy. So they had drugs. He had warrants for his arrest. No one had a driver's license. And the cop let us go on a
Damn.
warning.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck, you got really lucky that day.
Yeah.
But,
Because I had no technical proof that the car was mine either, apart from just like, oh, I just bought it. The dude, like, whatever, like, I'm supposed to get the title in the mail, you know? But we were fine, just because I think the cops were too damn cold. But anyways,
so, you know how I have, like, really stupid luck? Like, bad luck when it comes to, like, for some reason...
Vehicles?
Something... No, not even just vehicles. Something isn't working. I've done everything to try to figure out what the fuck could be wrong with it, and for some reason, it just won't turn on. It just won't turn on, and then somebody else comes over, touches it, and it fucking works.
why do I have an idea what's going to happen?
So I'm sitting there fucking trying to turn my goddamn engine over.
I have a very good idea about what's about to happen. Continue.
And my dad finally comes over after a good 20 minutes of us trying, and he's like, okay, I don't know what the fuck to do. Get out of the truck real quick. Gets inside the truck, turns it over, immediately starts up. Immediately fucking revs up. And
What was
I'm
it?
looking at him, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he looks at me, he's like, I'm sorry, but you're a fucking idiot. I'm like, what do you mean? I thought I turned it over the whole way. I know how to turn on my truck. And he's just like, apparently you didn't. I don't know, man. You just didn't know. But
My guess is that something about what I told you somewhat recently, it wasn't recorded or anything. I'm guessing it wasn't fully in park, and maybe you guys shuffling probably pushed it just a little bit farther. Because if it's not in park,
It
it
won't turn,
will
yeah.
not. I think it's called like a neutral safety switch or something like that. It will just not. Nope, it won't let you do anything. But
I think that's
and it'll start
exactly
right
what
up.
happened.
That's my guess because that has that old linkage and shit too.
Yep.
But anyways, that's hilarious. But
Got the truck started.
yep.
Finally, I got in the truck. Went to the shop. Fucking left it there. Drove the Duramax home.
And it's been there since.
Yep. And it should.
You haven't looked at it?
The last time I talked to my mother, I have looked at it. The last time I talked to my mom and my dad about it, they basically said it should be done anytime this week. They ordered the alternator. It's
I thought
already
your dad
in.
already put a new one in there.
Yeah, he did, and he ordered another one.
Okay, here's my issue with that. My guess, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think that probably is.
I thought it was a fuse. I don't think it's a fuse anymore because it is. It is trying to start.
Doesn't mean a fuse won't keep it started. Your battery has been charged.
Mm-hmm.
If that fuse blew again, your battery is going to be charged enough to where it's not going to be 7 months in a winter dead.
Yeah.
It's going to be charged enough to where you put it on a jump starter. It's going to charge enough to give you your 12 volts to start up the vehicle. But then as it gets lower than 12 volts, it's going to die. But it won't take that long to charge it up. My theory, I almost guarantee you, probably like 87% guarantee you, you go check that fuse is going to be blown again. Your alternator is probably fine. I guarantee you, your grounds are just dirty. The grounds on the entire body of the vehicle. Because it's exactly what happened to my car. All my grounds were super loose and not well. So I had a guy loosen all of them. He took like a wire wheel and cleaned up the surfaces, tightened them down, made sure they're all good. You replaced the fuse. It's never had an issue since.
Damn.
I almost guarantee you that's what the issue is, because it wouldn't. A brand new alternator would not feel like that. It could happen.
Yeah.
But I doubt it. Exactly what you're describing, especially with it still turning over, and if you take a multimeter to it too, you should be able to look at that battery, charge it up, get the car running, and then you can test to see if the alternator is working or not, which it very much isn't. But if you hit that fuse in there, then you could see if the alternator is working, and if it's like 14 volts or above, it should be working, which means your alternator is fine, which means that fuse keeps going out, which means that your grounds are not clean. You don't have stable enough grounds to where it's shorting it out and popping the fuse. Yeah.
I have a loose connection.
I almost guarantee you that's what it is.
Okay. Well, hopefully it's fixed by this week.
I almost want to go look at it because your family working on it has been annoying me, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. But
you won't let me go look at it, so.
I gotta trust them. That's it. Because if I do something, then it's an insult.
No, it's not, Corey.
It fucking is to him.
Thick skull. It's not an insult.
For him, it is.
Who cares? It's your truck. You need to move up in life.
Yes. But also, I love my dad. I don't want to fuck with him. I'm so proud of him. He does so much good shit.
Yes.
He'll get it done. I believe in him.
But also, you got to take responsibility and get your shit done too.
Well, yes.
You've been.
This is not a goddamn preacher moment.
Yes, it is. You've been paying for an apartment for a month and you haven't even moved in.
Yes, but I'm at least fucking paying for it, aren't I? I'm still have the place slot for me. I have the place there for me. I'm going to be there.
When? In another 2 months?
No, I'm gonna be there hopefully in the next 2 weeks.
You said that 3 weeks ago.
Yes, I know, and I want to blow my brains out.
That's what I'm trying to get through to your head.
I know how shitty of a situation I'm in. I wish I was not in it. Once it's all done, I can just move on from it.
Hopefully. Anyways.
It's all so fucking stressful.
Is there any more to that story? Or is that
That's basically it.
So your truck could be very easily fixed, and no one has done it yet?
Yep.
Sounds about right. I knew I was going to get... Sorry if I'm getting annoyed, but I knew I was going to get annoyed by the truck.
Yeah.
It's a great day to be a podcaster.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. Does that not make sense, though?
Yes, it does.
That makes... I mean, I could be wrong. It could be other things, but
No, what you're saying, it does make sense for what the problem would be.
That makes... Because that sounds exactly the same about what happened to my Civic out of nowhere, too. It was literally out of nowhere. And I replaced my alternator, too, with a brand new one, and it still did it. I'm like, there's no way. And I tucked my tail beneath my legs, and I went to a fucking person smarter than me, and he told me, yo, this is your issue. And I was like, huh, never would have thought of that. He did it. I was like, all right, whatever. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I never would have thought of something as simple as that, and it's never had an issue since. So obviously, he was right. So, I mean, I'm not saying I'm perfectly right, but
That was what you were saying in that statement. I'm not going to let you hold that back. That statement started off with, I was talking to a person that was very right, and right now, I am that person.
No, I didn't say that.
You did not say that.
I mean, I'm going to say that 90% I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you could have gotten a whack-ass alternator.
Yeah.
It's possible,
I'm pretty sure
too.
you are right on that.
But, I'm sure, I'm going to tell you this, unless you already did it, somewhat recently, that battery is gonna probably needs to be
The
replaced.
battery
anyways.
did get replaced.
Yeah, like that battery's probably shit. So that the thing barely probably holds a charge as it is. But an alternator should still be charging it. You know, the only issue with that battery, as long as it can still hold like 13, 14 volts, I guess it's fine. It's just likely, unless you drive it every single day, it'll drain really quickly. So you might wake up with a dead battery. But, you know, as long as the alternator works, it's not the biggest deal, because I see you got a jump pack out there. But
All I need is a
life is fun.
fresh cup of coffee in the morning,
had-
not in this house.
No, okay, no, I can agree with. I need that too. That when I'm with you, and it's not my house. I want to be proud of you.
God, that makes me super fucking depressed.
Why?
I want to be proud of you.
Okay, I'm halfway proud of you. I'm frustrated for you that you're not moved out yet, but it's also like you could have.
Yeah.
You very much could have. There's shit. Yeah, there's shit that happened, but there's.
My goal is once I move out, I'm completely set up and I don't have to worry about anything else. That's why I'm holding out this long.
Hey man, I'm sorry to say, welcome to adulting. You're always gonna be worrying about something.
Yeah, but I mean, in the sense of me being able to get to work and being able to get groceries and being able to go home.
That's fair.
That's what I want.
Yeah, that's fair.
I need that. I need that sense of stability. Once I have that, I'll be happy.
Well, if I come back in 2 weeks and your truck isn't fixed, I'm gonna tell Lee himself that I'm gonna just fix it for you.
Okay. You can do that.
Cause like, it's hurting me that it's keeps happening, because the longer the truck sits, more things are gonna go wrong with it. You need to be driving it.
But it's not just sitting anymore.
True. I mean, kind of.
It's being worked on. It's being driven around.
Ish.
Still,
Still,
it's better than what it was.
it is better than what it was, but don't.
We are too fucking negative right now, man.
Don't let 2 weeks turn into 3 months again. Like. That's all I have to say. I'm ranting, but we all gotta get through shit together. It's in the truck with AC, baby. Sometimes you gotta be a little cold. But I'm not cold. I'm
know,
being real. You can criticize my shit too. I know I'm a fuck up. I know I forgot the goddamn audio interface today. Yesterday, whatever.
Well, maybe. I just don't want to try to be mean because I know it'll upset you more. That's not something I want.
It won't upset me. If I'm
I don't want to upset you
If
more.
I'm fucking up, I want someone to tell me that I'm fucking up.
I mean, I do want that, but when it's a point where, like, I already know that I'm in a very fucked up situation and I know that it's just not going well, it sucks hearing it from everybody in my family and my friends
yeah,
going,
that's fair.
hey man, have you done it yet? Have you gotten that shit done? Are you sure? Are you sure you got it done? You really got to make sure you're on top of all this shit. It makes me want to fucking kill them. It makes me want to drink bleach.
I mean, that's fair, but I mean, you know, I won't.
Too much pressure makes a man want to fucking lose it.
I get it. No, I get it. I mean, with the truck, I was mainly just ranting about. The only reason I'm really upset about that is because I've been hearing about it for fucking
Forever.
months, and I've said, or you could try this. This might
Yep.
fix it. And then
Nobody's done
months
any.
go by, and then it turns out, hey, look, Adam was right 6 months ago. And I'm just like, God damn it. It's just frustrating hearing, suggesting, and then getting ignored. And then eventually it's the same thing. And I'm just like, oh, I could have helped you, but no one wants my fucking help. Christ almighty. It's just that truck in specific. It's not even against you. I mean, you should have moved in 3 weeks ago, but whatever. That's on you. The truck, that's what I'm upset about. I know. I didn't want your truck. I had a truck too. That fucking
truck. So bad. Also, I think I learned something in like the past month.
What's that?
I didn't know what real stress was.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
It's just I'm realizing because like it's weird. I'm more stressed out than I've ever been, but I'm actually happier than I've been. So it's a weird balance.
Explain.
Because I'm actually doing stuff with myself. I'm working. I'm actually trying to focus more on hobbies and shit that I'm interested in. I'm actually
Right.
getting a bit more on just entertainment wise and what I actually like instead of just going towards comfort things. Just being mentally there instead of disassociating with life because you can't handle it.
and realizing that fuck this kind of sucks, but like
It's more fun to actually not disassociate and handle it
right.
rather than dissociating and just completely forgetting about
Right.
everything.
Oh, that reminds me when I was talking to my my roommate Belunk the other night. He was saying that he talked with you a little bit briefly, and you were saying like, oh yeah, I'm realizing adulting sucks more than I thought it did, and he's just like, and he told you that like, yeah, it does, but like, man, it's fucking worth it. It is so worth it once you get your shit figured out. Like, wait, like, don't stop what you're doing. Move out. Fucking keep saving up money, getting shit. Look at you in a year.
I was going to say, once I'm your
year
age, I'm going to be comfortable.
Well,
I'm going to be...
you'll be comfortable doing adult shit.
Yeah,
But,
that's what I mean. I don't mean like, oh, I'm going to retire.
I mean, hopefully by the time
yeah.
you're my age, in 2-3 years, fucking I'll have made us millions. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be sick.
But like, yeah, by the time you're my age, in 2 more years, you should. I mean, within a year. I mean, a year of moving out, being on your own, you should have a lot of adulting figured out. Not all of it. It's gonna take you a couple of years. I'm honestly not expecting you to figure credit out in the next year. Unless you do, then more props to you.
It is on the to-do list. That is something I do need to do.
Yeah, it's just be very careful with it. Don't fuck yourself over.
See, now the thing is, I wanted to use it for gas, but with gas prices now, and fucking, I don't want to use a credit card for a truck that has terrible gas mileage.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that would actually. I mean, as long as you paid it back at the end of the month and stayed really on top of that, like that would actually not.
That'd be a good way to build it.
Because you got to pay for that gas no matter
Yeah.
no matter what, and if you're paying for more money in gas, you're gonna be paying off more things for your credit bill, and at a good rate, which will actually help your credit score quite a bit.
Then hell, I might be just sticking with the gas idea.
But if you do not skimp it. Pay that shit
Do that
back
shit
at the
on
end of the
time.
month.
Yep.
Right at the end. Set up auto pay, dude. Get that shit paid up. Do not be like, oh, I'll do it next month. No, because it's kind of like trust. You know, it takes forever to build it, but then it takes
Once it's lost, it's gone.
not even gone, but it takes seconds
To lose it.
to lose it. So you have to spend at least 6 months before you actually get a credit score. You have to have 6 months of a low line credit before you even get a score. But then it takes years before you even get to a higher credit score because you gotta have like history. You gotta have history and like be like good history and be like, all right, he's reliable. You miss one payment, you get a late payment, you're fucked. You drop so hard. I've never had a late payment, but like it's bad. It's very bad. Don't do that shit. Adulting sucks. Welcome to In the Truck with AC, the adulting podcast.
The newly adulting podcast.
Yeah. Corey was a child before. He was a minor straight from the underground.
Yeah.
And now he's a major.
In what? I'm just a major. That's
Fucking
it.
shit up, just like every one of us.
Hell yeah.
But like not fucking shit up, like let's fuck shit up. No, like I fuck
fuck.
shit up, like yeah.
Like what the
Like
fuck am I doing
that
right
went
now?
so very much wrong.
It could not have gone worse.
God.
I think I need a hug.
Yeah.
I need a hug from like a very, very burly chick. Like
Yeah.
a big, strong hug.
I could use
like a lumberjack hug.
I could use a Brad hug.
Yeah. Yeah, I need a Brad hug. Brad! I miss you.
Camera B, can you pop us a hug, please?
We need a hug.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
I wish this beach was warmer.
Huh?
Wish this beach was
I
warmer.
know this beach is kind of chilly.
The wind's picking up.
I'm sitting in the sun, but the wind is pretty crisp. My nips are pretty hard right now, actually.
Probably warmer in the water. But I
Probably
can't
is.
ruin the mics.
Can't run the mics, yeah, that's right. They're not waterproof.
Oh, that'd be cool. Waterproof mics? Is that even a thing?
Probably, but all you would hear is...
Yeah, exactly. Well, it makes me curious. Can you...
I mean, you can get waterproof cameras, and then those have mics on them.
Yeah, true.
But you're not going to really hear very good things. But... Well, since we're down this negativity cast, we're 40 minutes in.
Wait a minute.
What?
I like that idea of, like, you dive down deep in the water, and the negative things you hear are actually just, like, your mom doesn't love you very much. Your dog secretly thinks he owns you.
You gotta sleep plus on your mat, though.
this.
Your dad is
Fuck. Now that we're going down this rabbit of negativity.
We talked about it briefly over lunch earlier. How do you feel about the channel recently?
I'm scared.
Scared? Fucking piece of fuck.
That was
Sorry.
a solid ass clap.
I didn't get him either.
But
It's close.
yeah, no. Sad and scared.
Yeah.
Like, Irving, I just want to let you know, I love you. But
As Trello.
Irving and Estrella, both of you, you need to tell your friends about this
Yeah,
shit.
man.
What the fuck?
It's-
Get on your game, guys.
Right.
And
Well,
also, we love you.
Yeah, we do love you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the support.
But like, I mean, I agree though, because I was telling you a bit last night about how like, I love what we do. It's really enjoyable to do, and I love doing it with you, and it brings me a lot of joy in my life. But okay, obviously, yes, we would like this to advance to a stage of. I mean, as with any YouTuber, I think it's pretty common these days, being able to make some sort of revenue, because then it allows us to be supported and lets us do this longer and ramp it up like even more, do crazy things, which would be great. Like, so that is a part of it, but it's not the main part of it. I do really enjoy doing it. But what's really discouraging and unmotivating, which comes about, is yes, sure, we might be not like losing money or not be getting any money, which that's one part. But honestly, for me, it's more so the fact that we haven't gotten any progress. We're like losing subscribers.
Didn't you say we're sitting at I know we were at 1390 not too long ago.
We were
but
like
now we're
1390.
dropping.
We were at like 1397. Then it was 1395 for the longest time.
And now it's
1380. 1388 is the last time I checked. Which is like, why are we keep losing subscribers? And like our video, like on the couch videos get like 4 views maybe, and half of those are us.
Mm-hmm.
The off the couch ones get a little bit more, but at the same time, those are mainly probably because I put them on the website that doesn't do as good as it used to.
Yeah.
But even still, those are hollow views. I guarantee they don't watch the whole thing.
They watch the first 30 seconds.
They
There's
don't.
nothing else.
They don't subscribe. They don't like. No one comments on the videos.
There's zero interaction.
Sure, we're not making money. That sucks. But it's the fact we don't get any feedback anymore. Our subscriber growth isn't even increasing. It's going down, even though I felt like we've been producing better content than we used to.
Yep.
We got new mics. We got off the couch, which is sometimes funny, but sometimes.
Sometimes.
I mean, I think it's pretty good.
think
It's a
it's good.
branch out. This podcast, I really enjoy this podcast, but it's just like, I don't know. I'm not like mad at anybody about it. It's just sucks. I don't know if it's the algorithm or if just we're not. I don't know if all of our. I have a feeling that most of the 1,300 subscribers are hollow, and possibly, my guess is why we keep losing subscribers is either one, YouTube is catching them as inactive accounts, or notifications go up when we're uploading this much videos, and someone's like, oh.
I don't know these guys.
Or I subscribe to them. I was like, oh, yeah, it turns out I don't like them anymore or something. I don't know. Whatever.
I am mad at somebody.
You mad at somebody? Who?
God for fucking teasing us.
With what?
1,400 subscribers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had like 1,410.
We felt so good. We felt so good about that. Do you
we
remember
did-
when we got that? We were so fucking pumped about that.
We got that in like 7 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
Our old videos used to get like 400 or 500 views. Granted, again, most of those were hollow views that they
30
didn't
seconds,
actually.
but
Yeah, 30 seconds in, so there was no retention, which means there was no watch time. But like,
I know I don't like you drinking, but like, can I get a drink?
yes, you can.
I'm stressed out.
I'm stressed out too. And it's just
God, that's good.
something I was thinking about. I mean, we talked a lot about this earlier too. Briefly, how about like, sometimes I feel like On the Couch isn't like the actual like the gaming videos, the Let's Plays aren't our biggest thing. Is like, should we consider even stopping them?
Well, it's like I've had the thought of like, should we stop them? But we talked about this a little bit. Like, we enjoy doing it though.
I do. Yeah, I do
And-
really enjoy doing it.
It feels like if we just decided, okay, maybe we should stop doing On the Couch, and then we can just sit
Focus.
down and play video games by ourselves when we want to, and then
Well,
we
then
can
we can
focus
focus
more on
on-
Off the Couch
yeah.
in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
But then with like just the idea of like us just sitting down and playing video games, it just
See, because what I was saying earlier was
seems like wasted potential.
not even that. It's I know On the Couch the Let's Plays are never going to make us big. We're never gonna get a viral video with.
There's
one
already
of
too
those.
many clones of Game
There's
Grumps.
already too many clones of game. Not even just Game Grumps.
Clones of
just Let's
Plays.
Players.
Yeah, there's
How
too
many
many Let's
thousands of
Plays.
people play video games? I do think we're actually pretty high up there in quality these days.
Mm-hmm.
I think we do a pretty good job at both.
Are we
cloning
completely
Game
cycled
Grumps.
out
What?
of our old mic stuff?
What?
Are we completely cycled out of our old mic
Yeah.
stuff? Nice.
The finale of Sly Cooper.
That was the last one, right?
That was the very last one.
Damn.
All of our old mic stuff is gone as of I think last week.
Nice.
So we're just new mic stuff now. We got a high quality podcast. I'd say. I think
Mm-hmm.
maybe the first 4 episodes are a little weird,
But
but like
we've definitely gotten better at being able to
Mm-hmm.
conversate over time.
way better. I meant just the production quality, not knowing how to use the mics very
Yeah.
well because that was the first time we ever really used them. But like I think we do really well now. I've learned audio production. Like I think. What I've learned to make this better. I think we've come a really long way, and like think compared to Super Mega, Game Grumps, or any other clones out there, I think we're actually quite up there in terms of quality and especially consistency. We're way more consistent than Super Mega is.
Mm-hmm.
We might not do 2 videos a day like Game Grumps
What
used
the
to.
fuck? We're more consistent than Super Mega, and we have. Fuck you guys. Fuck.
Remember, they started working from Markiplier.
Yeah,
they
they
started with Markiplier.
They had a good place to start from.
Yeah, and that was like 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was before the adpocalypse.
They had a good start.
Different path. Different
Yeah.
path.
They had a good start, and they had a completely different life. They had a completely different way to start up.
Yeah, because we were never in a position to where even if we were offered a job to LA, we have ties. We couldn't just do that.
I couldn't just run.
Yeah. Even how nice that sounds.
Right.
But I know that no matter how good our quality is and how consistent we are and how unique even like our branding, like our bright like colored like thumbnails and stuff, I don't think for at least the Let's Plays specifically, that's never gonna break us out. But I do like it in the fact of if we do get popular, or hopefully when we get popular enough, at least a small following, like 100,000 subscribers, 50,000, that's pretty small in
yeah.
the grand scheme of YouTube these
Yeah.
days. 100,000 subscribers, that's tiny,
yeah.
but it's a good amount. It's a
It's a good
community.
amount. That's
it's
enough
a community.
That's enough to be able to survive off of.
Yeah, well, and it's a community.
Yeah.
Like you have an actual community that's not
You have people.
3
You have
people.
feedback.
You actually
people
have
that are
like
actually
comments on your
interacting and
video.
shit.
Yeah, we don't have shit, man. It's literally us.
You can actually stream and have interaction in a chat.
Right. Yeah, there's actually like things to be worth it there. No matter how much we do that, I think unless we do get popular, On the Couch is I want to keep it because if we do get a bigger community, On the Couch will be there, and it's a good filler for people that do already like us. I think they're pretty entertaining videos if you already know who we are and you enjoy our personalities together. But for breaking out to new audiences, I don't think it's
No.
there. I don't even think the podcast is there unless, Spotify, unless people find it on Spotify or something.
Right.
I think Off the Couch is really where it's at. But I'm also, and to get to my big point of this whole thing, of what I've been thinking about, which I didn't mention, is I think we should start trying to, in our actual brand, now that I feel like we're pretty comfortable with, like, we have this week, our 14th episode of Off the Couch will be going out. 14th episode.
Damn. It's off the couch.
Yeah, that's 14 episodes where we've been showing our faces.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should really start bringing our actual personalities and faces into our brand a bit more. And I know we were talking about it a bit too, because we've been trying to set up some collaborations with other creators in the backgrounds. Nothing has really
Nothing's picked up yet.
come to fruition yet. But I think we should start to integrate our faces into our brand a bit more. Like with our banner. Our banner has needed to be updated since the beginning of the year to reflect, because we don't release videos Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday anymore. We do.
Oh yeah, we do now.
We
do now, but then we didn't.
Then we did.
Yeah.
We did.
No,
Then.
yeah, we did, but we do.
Let me finish.
Okay, yeah.
We don't. Our banner says we release videos Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We don't do that anymore. We do Wednesday and Saturday as well. And it's not just on the couch. It's on the couch those same days, but then there's off the couch, and then there's a podcast. You know. Then we also have Patreon stuff now, and we have a Discord server now. And our banner doesn't reflect any of that. And I've been needing to update it. And I didn't really know where to put the new text for the information. And I do, don't get me wrong, I do really enjoy our arcade cabinet and stuff and the Vaporwave thing. But I won't say the idea on air because I want to.
You want to?
I think it's bad in some aspects to talk about projects before you have something to show, because then it can demotivate you
I can agree
to do
with
it. So I won't say what it is. You already know. Anyways, I think we should update our at least a portion of our banner to reflect, you know, the fact that it's you and me, to show you and me, and show kind of what we do more. And I have a pretty good idea for it, and I want to start doing that. Will it help? Maybe not. I don't know. I kind of hope so. I want to. I even had thoughts of updating our logo.
See, I don't know. I don't necessarily think our logo needs to be updated.
I don't think so
The
either.
banner I could agree with.
Banner, yeah. Well, the only thing with the logo is, I like to have the logo in our thumbnails, but it's the way it's stacked. It's a little bit too big for it to really, you know, because it can get away of like art choices for the rest of the banner.
It takes away from the thumbnail itself sometimes.
Sometimes it just gets in the way because it needs to be big enough to where you can actually understand what it says. I've been thinking about simplifying it in some ways to help, especially like since it's really hard to distinguish on the couch from off the couch, apart from the actual like our faces are going to be in it to where our faces are not.
Yeah.
Because if you just look at the logo, it's in the exact same spot and it's the exact same text. The only thing that's changed is on is now off.
Yep.
Which, if you're not looking that closely, which I guarantee you most people don't, you're not going to know.
Yeah, you're not going to notice.
You know. I mean, I think from the title and the rest of the thumbnail, it's relatively obvious. But like, I don't know, I've had thoughts. I have ideas, but I haven't done it yet because I do really like the logo. But I've had thoughts just for like thumbnail necessity or something. I don't know, man.
You got a lot of ideas.
I've been thinking. I feel like, well, is it time to rebrand a little bit with both our like our bodies and stuff in it? Like definitely the banner.
Yeah.
I definitely want to update the banner, but like
maybe it wouldn't be bad to.
Because like I've been wanting to partially redo the intro to On the Couch too. Not that I actually still honestly I still really like the way our singing sounds. Like I think that's honestly pretty good. And like what Game Grumps have never changed theirs as far as I know. Maybe they updated it once, but it still sounds pretty much exactly the same.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the only thing they did was up the quality of the audio.
Yeah. Which, you know, I mean, obviously they changed it when Dan joined, but I think they've pretty much been the same thing unless they, you know, they re-recorded it and got it pretty much exact. I mean, maybe they're not, but like, if it's broke, don't fix it. My biggest thing is I'm thinking about redoing it with things I know now just to make the actual, like, letters more quality, and I would love, you know how the background is like the dots in the intro? I would love to make those moving and make it more dynamic, but that's a whole ass probably fucking 2-3 week project to get into. I've been wanting to do just to help all aspects, because if you look at our off the couch intro, I mean, it's not perfect. I'm not a professional, but I think it's pretty damn good for what it is. And then you look at the on the couch one, it's simpler, but you could tell it was definitely the first thing we did.
Yep.
You know, it works. But yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking a lot because with everything, not really, it feels like we're going nowhere. With the channel, so I've been thinking, okay, what are things we can do? Like we got collabs planned, we got some certain videos planned with a certain Ludwig, which we already kind of talked about in a previous podcast. We want to try to get a video out in front of him to try to get some recognition. We have ideas to try to do things, drastic things to get, I guess to get clout essentially, but like
we are clout hunting. That is what we are going to do.
Yeah, but like not losing our self-worth in the same way. Actually, like creative ways to get it. Just like with our reverse shout-out challenge that we're going to be doing tomorrow. Like to try to get out and be like, hey, this big Matt Watson, super mega, fucking Jakey or Game Grumps or whoever the fuck, we bet you won't acknowledge us. Even though I feel like I mean, maybe this is narcissistic, but you know what? We all got to live a little egotistically sometimes.
Right.
I feel like if one of them saw it, they would be
They'd say
proud of
something.
what we've done. Maybe don't look at our pre-hiatus
Yeah,
shit. That's horrible. Don't look back. Look at the return and after.
Yep.
I think the stuff that we've been doing is pretty good. Apart from the videos that were recorded pre-hiatus, but old mic stuff out of the question, you know. I don't know, you say words, I've been ranting.
Well, I was gonna say, I've. This is off topic to the channel, but watching you rant about the channel, I think I realized you hype yourself up better than anybody else.
What do you mean?
Because
That sounds horrible.
before we were talking, before we even did this podcast, we were both really fucking down in the dumps.
Yeah.
But you, as soon as you started talking about the channel, you fucking had your own thing. Okay, listen, shut up. This is what we need to make happen. It's just very interesting watch you go from, fuck man, this channel is going nowhere to, I am going to force you into submission, bitch.
Well, don't get me wrong, I still feel that way.
Yeah.
Like, certainly. But, like, I talk about things, maybe it's just to distract myself from the sad truth of it all. But I try to talk about ways to try, I can never let my brain rest to think about stuff that we can do to try to bring recognition or bring increased quality to the channel because I want it to make it so badly. Not just because of revenue or support, but this is a giant passion of mine. It's something
This
I've
is the
always-
creative outlet that we need.
It's the creative outlet that I do. This is the only thing that I do in my life that's massively creative. That I put a lot of time into, and I put time into this. I made the very first logo, which, here you go, anyone that's watching the video version of the podcast, boom, right there. That's the very first logo for On the Couch that was sketched up by me and Corey. Like early
got some words in
2019. What?
Nothing.
What?
Just keep going.
What'd you say?
No,
I'll hear it later.
Exactly. So keep going.
You're a hoe. You're a fucking hoe, you know that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Fuck you. Throw some dirt in your eye.
Wow. What the? That was like seashells in that shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I mean,
Fuck.
you want to tell me what you said now?
No.
Alright, well, I'm still gonna hear it later.
Okay.
Fucking dick. Anyways, bam! There's the first On the Couch logo.
Yep.
Made it in early 2019, because remember, I moved back from Florida and we talked about starting a channel together. And somehow, I don't remember who came up with the name On the Couch, but I think I was the one that was like, with AC. Why does that got a ring to it? It's a horrible logo. And then a couple months later, I'm like, no,
We can do
I
better.
don't like that. Boom, there's the full-size logo, in case no one's ever seen the full-size logo. But it's been a long journey, and I've put in a lot of time to learn about this. And I just want, yes, I want it to be successful, but I just want it to not be for nothing.
You want some recognition?
I want validation.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah, sure, recognition comes from that. I'm not asking to be Mr. Beast or PewDiePie.
Well, yeah.
I'm not asking to be
Well, when
Logan
I-
Paul. I'm not trying to be a millionaire.
What I
here.
mean by recognition is what we were already talking about. Just that 100,000. Like that even
Yeah.
that's over the top. It
Just
doesn't have to be
validation
100,000.
for the work that I put in.
Just
You know,
people actually coming in and actually interacting. People actually
Right.
wanting to watch.
progress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like should continue motivating. You know, when you work for 5 months on something and to put a constant 6 days a week schedule out that we pretty much match all the time, except for a couple podcasts here and there because I hadn't quite figured out how to
How to shorten that up.
shorten that up, which got a lot. The whole thing takes only like 12 hours now, which is good.
How long did it take before?
Like 4 days straight.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's really bad. I learned to just render a small amount, have that rendered, and then just clip it so it loops, and then yeah. But it's you put in all that work and then you only lose subscribers, you lose watch time, you lose people from commenting. Like on our return, look at our return. There's like 15 comments. A bunch of people commented on that.
And it was nice to be able to read them. And
Yeah,
nice
it
to
was
be
a
able to
lot of our
interact.
old subscribers that were there waiting, and then none of them ever continued. Some of them at the first, but then they dropped off.
There's going to be one motherfucker that listens to these podcasts, and he's going to be like 3 years down the line from right now, and he's going to be crying. They're going to be crying, listening to the first first probably like 30 podcasts are going to be this. Just
complaining.
Just bitching about how YouTube is not fucking working for us.
I know the title of this episode, Adam and Corey Complain.
Adam and Corey complain.
God.
But they have to be listening to this in their car right now, just with tears in their eyes, hands gripped on the wheel, just going, I hope it works out for you guys.
Well, see, that's another thought I have, is I want to break out of the norm. I want to make it in a sense to where we have this. I want to be open with our viewers like we are with this podcast, and how we always talk ourselves and say we suck and our content sucks and it's not very good and we don't have very many subscribers or viewers. Yeah, I want to pretty much archive this to where in 2 years, 3 years, a year, 6 months, who knows if things ever pop off. I want to get to that point to where we can have a bunch of people see our stuff, but then go back and say, holy shit, these guys had an idea. There was already a market out there. There was Game Grumps, there was Super Mega. The odds are stacked against them. And you know what?
They fucking took it anyways.
They still did it. They're complaining. They're crying. All this shit goes wrong.
But we still fucking did
They
it.
stuck through it, and look what happened. It worked. It worked out in the end. That's what I fucking hope for, because not only for ourselves, because I want this to work, to both help ourselves, help you, help my family, help whatever, but also help other people that may see this and see our journey. To show that no matter how hard shit can get, you can make it through it, and there's always light at the end of the tunnel.
I think that's a really good place to end this.
End the podcast? Or you want to go?
Well, if you were listening to this podcast on April 4th, 2025, and if we're still not making new podcasts, fucking message us.
Yep. Message us at businessonthecouch@gmail.com or AConthecouch at Twitter, or leave a comment on this video.
Yeah.
I mean, even if we're not posting anymore, if something happens and we end up at an abandoned channel, you know, the videos
It'll still be going to us.
the videos are never gonna go anywhere.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they'll never be deleted. Even if you and I decide to hate each other, like I don't have it in my heart to delete these. You know, you have the password. You might be addicted to it.
No, I could never.
Yeah, April 4th.
April 4th.
That's the day we're recording this. This is probably not going to be released until end of this month, maybe 2 or 3 weeks from now. But yeah, 2025. It's currently April 4th, 2022 at 6:41 p.m. So if you guys are listening to this at any point in the future,
and we're not making more, message us. But also, take some inspiration from this shit.
yeah, if we're not making more, message us. If we are, let us know how far we've come, because I feel like even if we do increase, if we do get better, it can be very easy to forget where you came from. And if you are in this moment right now, experiencing this as we are emotionally experiencing this right now in this very moment, even if it's 4 years from now, even if we're big giant YouTubers,
You're still here.
you're still here and we still came from this. So let us know. Comment down below how far we've come. If we've changed for the worse or for the better, let us know. All we've ever wanted is feedback and to talk and just spread joy with people. With that being said, you want to go drown ourselves in the ocean?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go drown
All right, let's
ourselves.
go. Yep. All right. You know how to swim?
Yeah, I do know how to swim, but I'm not going to swim.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how to swim either. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Oh, God, the waves. Oh, God, tsunami. Ah!